This is a list of the top 10 things that you should know before you buy your very next home. The first thing that you need to know is that you are not going to pay the realtor's fees. The fees for both the buyer's agent and the seller's agent are actually covered in the contract and the listing agreement between the listing agent and the seller. So you do not have to pay for my buyer's agent's fees. The second thing is that principle number one is true even if you're buying a new home from a new home builder. The cost of having a buyer's agent does not change the price of the house, and you do not have to pay for your buyer's agent's fees to have a buyer's agent represent you in your new home purchase. The third thing that you should know is that even with the vast amounts of information that are available today on the internet, you still do not have access to the depth and the kind of information that a realtor has at their fingertips as a professional in this industry 70 hours a week, 52 weeks out of the year. Principle number 4 is that real estate photography is a lie by definition. About a third of the houses that you see, when you see them face to face, are going to look much better than they do online. About a third of the houses that you see, when you see them face to face, are going to look much, much worse than they do when you looked at them online. And then probably about a third of those houses are going to be just about what you expected from having seen them online. The fifth thing that you should know before you go out and buy your next house is that a realtor can go through your list of houses that you've found online and pull information about those houses and do a little bit of research about those houses and figure out if there are hidden flaws, issues in a particular area. We can tell you things that may not be obvious from the information in the photographs you're looking at. Principle number 6. A realtor either represents the buyer or represents the seller. A good way to figure this out is that when you pull up in front of a house, if the realtor that brought you to the home, their name is on the sign outside, there's a very good chance that that person that you're with actually represents the fiduciary responsibilities and best interests of his client or her client, the seller. The seventh thing that you should know before you buy your next home is that interest rates are at phenomenal lows right now. Maybe the best rates we've seen in the past 20 years, and certainly 2 to 3 points lower than the average over the past, or average interest rate over the past 20 or 25 years. And so if you look at that from a perspective of change in interest rates from 4% to 5%, a 1% change, or 5% to 6%, just a 1 percentage point change in interest represents approximately 10% change in market value for the home that you're purchasing. So if you're looking for a great price, look for a great interest rate from a reputable mortgage broker first and foremost, because that could be 10% right up front that doesn't have to be negotiated off the value of the home. Number 8 is a very important principle, and that is there's no such thing as a perfect house. There are perfect homes. There are great deals. There are wonderfully, smartly negotiated deals. But there is no such thing as a home that does not have trade-offs. Regardless of the price point, all homes have some trade-offs. The ninth thing, and we're getting close to the end of the list now, is that bargains and deals are negotiated. They're not found on the internet. So you may buy or be looking at foreclosures and short sales and thinking by definition that you're going to get a good deal. But good deals are figured out. They're determined, they're negotiated with a smart realtor and a smart buyer. They are not things that magically appear. The 10th and the last thing that you need to know before you buy your next home, whether this is your first home or your 5th home, and regardless of how much time that you spend every day looking at what's available in terms of homes in the current marketplace and the prices of those homes, you still need a realtor in your corner to help you with this home purchase. It is very important that you know what that person knows, and the only way you're going to know what your realtor knows is for you to be partnering with your realtor on your next home purchase. So that's my list of the top 10 things. I hope this is helpful information for you. If there's anything I can do to help you with your next home purchase, I do hope you'll give me a call.